Hello everyone, and a very good morning to all of you, and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. As we all know, from Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. in the morning, we come up with the Hindu analysis. Today is 18th May, and today is Thursday, and we are here with the Hindu analysis of 18th May. So I think I'm audible. मेरी voice पहुंच रही होगी. So these are the two important articles that we will be discussing today. इसको मैंने कई बार डिस्कस कर लिया है, but still in short we will be discussing about the new chief minister of Karnataka. Then here is an article: Supreme Court gives time till 14th August to SEBI to probe Hindenburg charges. Okay, so these are the two important things we will be seeing this. Okay, if you watch day before yesterday's class, that is 16th May class, I have discussed it in detail about Karnataka Legislative Assembly elections. Karnataka Legislative Assembly elections have happened recently, and the Congress got majority. So there will be chief minister from Congress side. Now, there was some confusion. I mean, things were coming in that these two were actually the biggest contender for the post of chief minister. And finally, if you see today's newspaper, today in the morning, I saw it on the website of the Hindu. They are saying that Mr. Siddaramaiah will be the chief minister of Karnataka and Mr. D.K. Shivkumar will be the deputy chief minister. Okay. Okay. So just have an idea about it. Karnataka government formation, Siddaramaiah is the next chief minister of Karnataka. Mr. Shivkumar will be his deputy, Congress High Command says. So this is today's morning newspaper. So just have an idea about it. Yes, because this is important. Important in the sense कि सिर्फ नाम ही important होगा, ज़्यादा मतलब जो एग्जाम में पूछेंगे कि who has been appointed or elected as the new chief minister and all. So this can be asked. So just have an idea about that. Okay. ठीक है ना. तभी इसको हिंदी में मैं बता देता हूँ कि कर्नाटक लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली विधानसभा का चुनाव हुआ, इसमें मेजॉरिटी कांग्रेस को मिली और फाइनली कांग्रेस ने डिसाइड किया मिस्टर सिद्धरामैया को मुख्यमंत्री बनाने का और डेप्यूटी सीएम मिस्टर डी.के. शिवकुमार को. ओके, यस. नाउ देयर इज एन आर्टिकल ऑन द फर्स्ट पेज talking about Supreme Court gives time till 14th August to SEBI to probe Hindenburg charges. देखो, I hope you must have heard, actually जनवरी में काफी न्यूज में था that Hindenburg research report came, which after that the Adani stock prices went down and all. So there are a lot of allegations against it. So the Supreme Court ordered SEBI to probe allegations, Securities and Exchange Board of India. I hope you are aware. Okay, can anyone tell me that SEBI is a statutory body, constitutional body, neither statutory nor constitutional? What should be the correct answer for SEBI? Is it a statutory body? Yes or no? If it is a statutory body or a constitutional body, please tell me the name of the law or the article which deals with SEBI. कोई बता सकता है? Then at the same time, Supreme Court set up a panel led by Justice Sapre. So Justice Sapre panel was also set up in this regard. ठीक है, तो हो सकता है ये भी पूछ लें कि कौन सा पैनल सेटअप किया गया था. So you should be knowing that Justice Sapre panel was set up in this regard. So you should be knowing that as well. ठीक है, तो ये अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट से सेबी ने और टाइम मांगा. ओके, so SEBI asked more time from Supreme Court, and Supreme Court decided to give time till 14th August to conduct a complete inquiry against Adani Group. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so there's an allegation of stock manipulation against Adani Group by US short selling company Hindenburg and all. Okay, yes, it is a statutory body. Very good, Manya Chawla. But which law? So there is a act called as SEBI Act 1992. Okay, so under which SEBI is a statutory body. ठीक है? Okay, yes. Now let's talk about this. Supreme Court on Thursday gave Securities and Exchange Board of India time till 14th August to complete its investigation into Hindenburg Adani Group allegation, even as the market regulator clarified that the investigation referred to it by Minister of State for Finance, Mr. Pankaj Chaudhary in Parliament on July 2021 concerns on October 2020 probe into minimum public share etc and all happens to be part of US based etc and all. ठीक है, तो इसी पे अब उतना डिटेल अब नहीं जानना है. लेट्स वेट फॉर इट that till 14th August when the SEBI will come up with its report, then only we will be discussing in detail about it. Whatever the Supreme Court will be commenting on that or whatever the news will be coming in at that time, we'll be discussing in detail. ठीक है, उस वक्त हम लोग जानेंगे, अभी इसमें इतना डिटेल जाने इसको फायदा नहीं है. Okay, before moving on guys, there's a small announcement. We are running a scholarship test for this course, this one. So if you qualify the scholarship test, the scholarship was on 28th May at 11 a.m. in the morning. If you qualify it, you will get up to 90% scholarship on this paid course. Okay, so we are providing 300 plus recorded videos, 300 plus hours of live session, 35 plus mock test. Monthly e-magazines are being provided. If you have any question, you can call on this number 9538895678 पर आप call कर सकते हो. Okay, and after that you can register for the course and all. ठीक है, तो ये डेट याद रखना है, 28 मई 11 AM को स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट होगा. फाइन, एंड विल बी हैविंग अ फ्री वर्कशॉप with Alpa ma'am 21st May at 6 p.m. So आज 18th है ना, so on 21st we'll be having this free workshop on our app. So download the app, BYJU'S exam prep app, go to CLAT section and we'll be having session at this time 21st May 6 p.m. Okay, yes. Let's move on. एक और है this Monday को, in the Monday morning, Monday को evening में 6 p.m. पे 22nd May is Monday. We'll be having an important current affairs questions from newspaper last 4 months. So I am giving you in the Hindu analysis a lot of questions, and after a few months you will forget it. So I am doing this a revision series where actually I am covering from February, March, April again, so that whatever you have forgotten you will be able to revise it. So these are actually the questions that I have already discussed in the Hindu newspaper. It will be a sort of revision. So do join me. This will be also an app. So download the app, BYJU'S exam prep app. Go to CLAT section and I will be meeting you there on Monday at 6 p.m. Okay, 22nd May is Monday. Fine. Okay. Let's talk about judgments. Let's talk about editorials. तो मैंने बताया भी है कि these 4 1 2 3 4 are editorials. Letter to editor आपको नहीं पढ़ना है. That's not important for you. So 2 judgments and the principle of accountability. That is, you should be knowing it. 2 constitution benches of the Supreme Court delivered important judgments last week. The first case decided that the Delhi government headed by CM and Lord Lieutenant Governor appointed by the central government will hold civil services working for the Delhi government, and another was regarding Maharashtra's Shiv Sena split. Actually, I hope you are aware, he is talking about 2 judgments. Recently, Supreme Court passed a judgment regarding Delhi's administration, and another was, I hope you are aware about the Maharashtra government, the Shiv Sena split. Okay, so he is going very much in detail. We'll be discussing some basic things about it. ठीक है, तो क्या Delhi administration से related क्या recent judgments है? We will be discussing the basic things. So he's saying कि it was about the chief minister and not the lieutenant governor appointed by the central government who will control services, civil services working for the government, Delhi government. अब देखो, I hope you are aware, generally in any state we are having chief minister and governor. ऐसी होता है ना? In any state we are having chief minister and governor. But in case of Delhi we are having actually chief minister and lieutenant governor. This is the same case with Puducherry as well. ठीक है, Puducherry में ऐसे ही कुछ होता है, lieutenant governor and chief minister is there. Now, but since Delhi is a union territory means it is controlled by, ideally it should be controlled by center. It itself means that union's territory, केंद्र सरकार की territory है. But yes, some power have been given by having an elected body called legislative assembly has been set up and all. Then actually the chief minister comes up and all. Now the question is, who should be the thing that was challenged in Supreme Court was who should be controlling the transfer of IAS IPS. ठीक है, so civil servants या bureaucrats का transfer कौन करे, whether it's the chief minister or the lieutenant governor. Okay, so chief minister is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and lieutenant governor is Mr. Vinay Kumar Saxena. जैसे for example, let's say for example the chief secretary in Delhi, chief secretary of Delhi government, or let's say transport secretary or any other secretary in any Delhi government. I'm not talking about central government. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट के अंदर, ठीक है. जैसे मान लीजिए एजुकेशन सेक्रेटरी, so who should be appointing education secretary, transport secretary and all in the Delhi government? So earlier it was lieutenant governor, but the Supreme Court said no, the elected body, so the elected person is the chief minister and the council of minister, you can say the council of ministers, technical word used is council of ministers. So Supreme Court said no, it is the council of minister who should be deciding actually who should be the next bureaucrat or the transferring of bureaucrats and all, ठीक है. So इसी पर ये main judgment था. Okay. So control of public order, police and land is in Delhi with center. Supreme Court says Delhi government has control over services except for public order, police and land. देखो अब क्या होता है, it's clearly mentioned in the constitution also. So lieutenant governor actually is having power of what? Public order, police and land. Okay, so these are the three items in which actually the Mr. VK Saxena or the lieutenant governor have power. Okay, like for police, so Delhi police will be under the control of lieutenant governor and who will be working in this case on the advice of central government. So still Delhi police is not in the hand of Arvind Kejriwal. That's you should be very much crystal clear, because ये तीनों जो चीज है ना, these 3 points, public order is similar to policing and all, है ना. Police and land, these are actually in the domain of again the central government, and lieutenant governor works on the advice of central government in these 3 matters. Other than that, the Mr. Arvind Kejriwal will be taking the decision, or the chief minister or council of minister will be taking the decision. ठीक है, तो इसी तरह की सुप्रीम कोर्ट का भी recent judgments आया. Now, since we are talking so much about Delhi governance and all, which article deals with the provision related to governance in Delhi? Your options are Article 181, 239 AA, 169, 243. What is the right answer? बताओ. सबको like button press करते जाओ. Everyone please press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Like button press करते जाओ, subscribe करते जाओ. Which article deals with provision related to governance in Delhi? कौन सी आर्टिकल है? बहुत फेमस है, आपको पता होना चाहिए. विच आर्टिकल? एनीवन? यस, प्रतिष्ठा इज राइट. आर्टिकल 239 कैपिटल ए जिसको हम लोग लिखते हैं. So 2 is the right answer, or B is the right answer to this question. Yes, Pratishtha, Ranjana, you all are right. B is the right answer to this question. Okay, now which article constitutional amendment inserted 239 capital A? Your options are 61st amendment, 69th amendment, 73rd amendment, none of the above. Your time starts now. बताओ. Yes, Manya Chawla, you all are right. 239 capital A कौन सा constitutional amendment ने insert किया था? Okay, the right answer to this question is option B, or 2 is the right answer to this question. 69th amendment ने इसको insert किया था 1991 में. So before that there was no such provision of chief minister in Delhi and all, है ना. So आप देखो 239 capital A में mention है ना, territory of Delhi shall be called as national capital Delhi, है ना. Administration shall be designated as there should be a lieutenant governor and all, है ना. इसके बारे में पूरा डिटेल में मेंशन है कि how the governance should be working and all. So इसी में public order, police and land की बात कही गई है. These are the things mentioned in 239 AA. ठीक है, और ये कैपिटल में AA है, कंफ्यूज नहीं कीजिएगा. This is not small a ब्रैकेट में एक ऐसे लिखा होता है, ये दूसरी चीज होती है. This is article 239 clause A. ये 239 capital A है. This is separate article. ठीक है, तो ब्रैकेट में जो small a लिखा होता है वो और ये सेम नहीं होता है. Okay, so be careful here. Okay, yes, so that is what he's talking about, कि both the judgments were unanimous. Unanimous मतलब होता है when all the judges are on one side. So in both Maharashtra case, I mean Shiv Sena split case or Delhi judgment or Delhi governance related, all the 5 judges were actually 5-0 judgment. Unanimous मतलब ऐसा हुआ, अगर 5 जज है तो 5-0, 7 जज है तो 7-0, means all are actually agreeing to one opinion, there is no dissenting opinion, है ना. So इसी को unanimous case कहते हैं. कल हम लोग 10th schedule की बात किया था, we had discussed about it. So read about 10th schedule in detail, तो ऐसा पढ़ लेना. And it was a result of which constitutional amendment and all, ये सब पढ़ लेना. ठीक है. इसमें इतना डिटेल में नहीं जाना, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल 10th शेड्यूल वाज ब्रॉट बाय 52nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट 1985 ड्यूरिंग राजीव गांधी टाइम, है ना. आई होप यू आर अवेयर. अच्छा, गो एंड फाइंड आउट विच आर्टिकल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डील्स विथ दिस डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन. तो मैं ही बता देता हूं. देयर इज 102 फॉर पार्लियामेंट एंड 191 फॉर स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर. ठीक है. सो दीज टू एक्चुअली आर्टिकल डील्स विथ anti-defection law. So when you want to read anti-defection law, read 102 and 10th schedule together. You will be able to understand effectively the idea of disqualification. ठीक है. ओके, कुछ और डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन की बात रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल्स एक्ट में भी कही गई. यस, रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल्स एक्ट 1951. देखो दो लॉ है. रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ पीपल्स एक्ट 1950 इज आल्सो देयर एंड 1951 इज आल्सो देयर. So, इस वाले में डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन की बात कही गई है. यस, here also the concept of disqualification has been discussed. The issue in the Delhi case was to determine whether civil services in Delhi government would be accountable to the government or the union government, है ना. ये तो मैंने बता दिया. सिविल सर्विसेज मींस ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, है ना, मतलब IAS IPS ऑफिसर्स. So who should be transferring the officers? The different secretaries in the Delhi government, and the Supreme Court said it is the Council of Ministers led by Chief Minister. Led by Chief Minister here means Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, who should be transferring the officers. Okay? Yes. Now, side में article है timely caution. The top court has rightly cautioned probe agencies against crossing the limits. So basically, actually क्या हुआ था कि there was an allegation that some ED officers were harassing the excise department officials, employees in Chhattisgarh and all. So the lawyers went to the Supreme Court. And then Supreme Court said about it that enforcement directorate should not create fear and all. तो ये सब न्यूज में था. अब इसमें इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना है, but yes, I have told you in detail about ED, enforcement directorate, under which ministry it is, who is the director head of that, when it was formed and which year it was formed. कुछ 4 लॉज है जो मैंने पिछली बार बताया था, इसको आप डिटेल में मैं दिखा दे रहा हूं यहाँ पे. So these are the major laws for under which enforcement directorate works. The first is called as Foreign Exchange Management Act. एक्सचेंज रिलेटेड जो भी डॉलर रुपी एक्सचेंज होता है ना, इससे रिलेटेड बहुत सारे रूल्स यही गवर्न करता है. फॉरेन एक्सचेंज मैनेजमेंट एक्ट, रुपी कन्वर्टेबिलिटी, डॉलर कन्वर्टेबिलिटी एटसेट्रा. So when there is a foreign funding etc, whether there is transparency or not, everything is fine or not. The next is Prevention of Money Laundering Act. ये तो वर्ड ही कह रहा है. मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग मींस पैसे का हेर फेर करना. So illicit transfer movement of money, that's called as money laundering. So to prevent that, there is a law called as PMLA was passed, and Enforcement Directorate implements this law as well. The next is Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018. ये कब बना था? जब when there was a case regarding Nirav Modi and I think Mehul Choksi, they ran away and all. उसके बाद 2018 में काफी न्यूज में था that, तो उसके लिए फ्यूगिटिव इकोनॉमिक ऑफेंडर्स बिल बनाया गया. फ्यूगिटिव मतलब one who has ran away, absconder. So let's say one who has ran away from the country, भाग गया हो. So economic offender means the one who has committed a crime regarding economic crimes like money laundering, or the person who has not paid the tax properly and all. So that's called as economic offenders. ठीक है. तो इसके लिए एक स्पेशल कानून बनाया गया कि अगर कोई बंदा इकोनॉमिक फ्रॉड करके कंट्री से भाग जा रहा है तो उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए, उसको इन्फोर्स करने के लिए FEO एक्ट पास किया गया था. Then there is another one. It is less famous, Conservation of Foreign Exchange and Prevention of Smuggling Activities and all. तो ये भी अपने मीनिंग से ही कुछ बहुत कुछ बता दे रहा है. It is regarding smuggling activities को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए. स्मगलिंग समझते हो ना, मतलब इलीगल ट्रेड between two nations. इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर होता है स्मगलिंग. इज जनरली द वर्ड यूज फॉर इंटरनेशनल लेवल, जैसे मतलब ड्रग्स ट्रेड वगैरह एक्सेट्रा एंड ऑल, और सच थिंग्स. सो इन दैट केस आल्सो एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट कैन कम इनटू द पिक्चर एंड अरेस्ट पीपल एंड ऑल इन दिस रिगार्ड. ठीक है. तो ये सब पता होना चाहिए. ईडी इज अंडर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस, राइट, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू, करेक्ट. हाँ, तो इसी को बस एक बेसिक आइडिया होना चाहिए. जस्ट हैव एन आइडिया अबाउट दैट. अब चलते हैं यहाँ पे. डेस्परेट इजरायली लीडर प्लेस द सिक्योरिटी कार्ड. सो दिस हैज बीन रिटन बाय मिस्टर तलमीज अहमद. ही इज अ एक्स IFS इंडियन फॉरेन सर्विस ऑफिसर. ओके, सो विल बी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट दैट. A 5-day Israel-Palestine conflict in Gaza ended in a truce on May 13. Truce मतलब क्या होता है? Truce मतलब एक तरह से agreement to reduce conflict, है ना, to stop conflict एक तरह से. तो देखो यहाँ पे लिखा होगा एग्रीमेंट बिटवीन एनिमीज टू स्टॉप फाइटिंग, दैट्स कॉल्ड एज ट्रूस। तो ये बता क्या रहे हैं कि इजराइल पैलेस्टीन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स आर वेरी हिस्टोरिकल आई मीन थिंग्स एंड ऑल। तो जैसे यहाँ पर इंडिया है, ठीक है, हियर इज इजराइल, दिस वन इज इजराइल एंड उसी के बीच में पैलेस्टीन यहाँ पे। लेट मी शो यू हियर, ये वालों को मैं यहाँ पे दिखा रहा हूँ, दिस वन, ओके। सो हियर इज एक्चुअली द रेड वन, ये वाला जो है ना, दिस वन इज कॉल्ड एज गाजा and this one is also called as West Bank, okay. So Gaza and West Bank is together called as Gaza plus West Bank is together called as Palestine. So there is a long historical dispute, we are not going in detail, but yes, just have an idea that देखो इस तरह था पहले, तो Palestine was this one, the green one, then अभी modern day में यहाँ पे, so this is Gaza, ये वाला नहीं, लेट मी मेक इट विद, ये वाला जो है ना, ये वाला गाजा है, और ये वाला जो है दिस वन इज वेस्ट बैंक, ठीक है। सो जस्ट हैव एन आइडिया, ओके। एंड द वाइट वन इज इजराइल। सो देयर इज अ लॉन्ग ड्रॉन टसल दैट हैज हैपेंड इन दिस रिगार्ड की, ये वाला दिस वन राइट नाउ, दिस इज द पिक्चर आई मीन प्रेजेंट डे। तो ये वाला आप देखिएगा राइट मोस्ट, ओके, यस, दिस वन इज वेस्ट बैंक which is part of Palestine, and this is Gaza which is part of Palestine, okay. So there have been conflicts about it and all in the past. तो इसी के उसमें बात कर रहे हैं that the author is talking about the same कि the truce have happened, मतलब जो conflict have stopped on 13th May after fighting and all from both the sides and all, air strikes have happened and all. तो उसमें अब इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना है, but just have an idea about it. Israel last year elections have happened in November, and he's saying in December Benjamin Netanyahu came to power, so he is, you can say, the prime minister since 29th December 2022 last year. So just have an idea about it. And he made an alliance with right-wing parties. So ये सब लिख रहे हैं कि with religious Zionism party and all. तो अब इतना इंटीरियर इलेक्शन पार्टी डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में, पार्टी के बारे में इतना नहीं जानना, कंट्री के बारे में. You are not supposed to go very much in detail about internal party politics of Israel and all. But चलो एक basic idea होना चाहिए that he became the prime minister while having alliance with these parties and all. And in fact, there are a lot of corruption allegation against him as well. Benjamin Netanyahu के against बहुत सारे allegations भी था and all. So facing criminal charges of fraud, bribery and breach of trust. Mr. Netanyahu is suffering, facing these charges as well. Okay, so just have an idea about it. So what is the name of the Israel parliament? Your options are Duma, Diet, Knesset, Congress. What is the right answer to this question? ये भी एक्चुअली इस आर्टिकल में उन्होंने डिस्कस किया है, इस पार्लियामेंट का नाम डिस्कस किया है. इजराइल की पार्लियामेंट को हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? जैसे इंडिया की पार्लियामेंट को पार्लियामेंट कहते हैं, तो पार्लियामेंट वर्ड इज यूज्ड इन ब्रिटेन, है ना, इंग्लैंड वगैरह में. एंड सिंस वी हैव फॉलोड देयर आई मीन आइडिया, सो दैट इज व्हाई इन इंडिया आल्सो वी कॉल इट एज पार्लियामेंट, है ना. पार्लियामेंट कहते हैं, या हिंदी में संसद, है ना, संसद कहते हैं. But in other countries, it is not called as parliament, so they have different words for them. Yes, in Israel they call it as Knesset. अच्छा, yes. अच्छा, कोई और बता सकता है? One, this is Duma is called in which country? Diet is called in which country? And Congress is called in which country? All these are name of parliament. तो कोई नाम बता सकता है बाकी तीनों का? Yes, here the right answer is C. You are right, है ना. So he's talking about that Knesset, है ना. देखो यहाँ पे Knesset के बारे में डिस्कस किए गए. This much seats they have got. So this is Knesset. Parliament of Israel. Parliament of Israel. Just have an idea. इस तरह क्वेश्चन आता है एग्जाम में. ड्यूमा कहाँ का है, कोई बता सकता है? ये तो 3 इसका आंसर हो गया. ड्यूमा इज फ्रॉम रशिया, बिकॉज रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर कई बार न्यूज में रहता है. सो यू शुड बी नोइंग इट. डाइट कहाँ का है? जापान. डाइट इज अ पार्लियामेंट ऑफ जापान. कांग्रेस तो बहुत फेमस है. ऑप्शन डी कोई बता सकता है? आई एम वेटिंग फॉर इट. कांग्रेस इज द पार्लियामेंट नेम ऑफ विच कंट्री? वेरी 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 फेमस. यूएसए. यूएस कांग्रेस होता है ना, जिसके 2 हाउसेस हैं, सेनेट एंड हाउस ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. आई होप यू आर अवेयर ऑफ दैट, है ना. तो हियर द राइट आंसर इज सी, इसलिए कि इजराइल पार्लियामेंट का आंसर जो है सी होगा. सो ये सब पता होना चाहिए, बेसिक थिंग है, ठीक है. Now साइड में एक आर्टिकल थी, प्रेडिक्टेबल काउंटर इंट्रोस्पेक्शन विल डू गुड इन एरियाज वेयर इट फेसेस इंटरनेशनल क्रिटिसिज्म. एक्चुअली क्या है कि एक रिपोर्ट आई थी, देयर वाज अ रिपोर्ट व्हिच सेड, आई मीन रिलीज रिलीजियस फ्रीडम रिपोर्ट, एंड इट सेड calls on India to condemn persistent religious violation and all. So that is what the report came, and India rejected that claim. In center rejects US report criticizing India on religious freedom. So just have an idea about it. इसको बस पढ़ लेना, just go through it and all. Who is the Secretary of State of US? So his name is Mr. Anthony Blinken. Okay, तो ये नाम याद रखिएगा. Secretary of State is very similar to the Foreign Minister in India. जिस तरह इंडिया में Foreign Minister होता है ना, उसी तरह वहाँ Secretary of State होते हैं. ठीक है. Okay, yes. So just have an idea about that, है ना. So इसी को पढ़ लेना. And who is the spokesperson of Foreign Affairs Ministry? ये इनका नाम याद रखिएगा. Mr. Arindam Bagchi. He is the External Affairs Ministry's spokesperson. या Foreign Ministry's spokesperson भी लिख सकते हैं. Both are same thing. Foreign Ministry's spokesperson, Mr. Arindam Bagchi. Just have an idea about it, है ना. एक ओपिनियन पेज नंबर 7 में आर्टिकल थी केरला एंड एग्जाम्पलरी स्टोरी इन पैलिएटिव केयर. एग्जाम्पलरी मतलब होता है बेहतरीन, अ वेरी गुड स्टोरी, वेरी गुड स्टोरी. एग्जाम्पलरी कम्स फ्रॉम द वर्ड एग्जाम्पल, है ना, सेटिंग एन एग्जाम्पल. पैलिएटिव केयर क्या होता है? पैलिएटिव केयर इज एक्चुअली केयर फॉर द ओल्ड, केयर फॉर ओल्ड पीपल और ओल्डर पीपल. दैट्स कॉल्ड एज पैलिएटिव केयर. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे अब देखो होता क्या है, जैसे व्हेन पीपल बिकम ओल्ड, जैसे आपके ग्रैंडफादर और ग्रैंडफादर और मदर, they need support of their children, grandchildren and all. So that is palliative care is very important. देखो होता क्या है, people believe कि if someone becomes old, there is a trend nowadays, I mean in developed countries, they send it to old age home, which is actually not considered as good. Why? Because see, they do not only need like medicine. If you are rich, you will provide medicine, all the foods and all, but that is not enough. They need psychological support, है ना? Psychological support from their children and all, grandchildren. कोई बूढ़ा है तो उसको आप ओल्ड एज होम में जाके रख दोगे, तो उसको खाना दवा सब आपने प्रोवाइड कर दिया, लेकिन उनको साइकोलॉजिकल सपोर्ट नहीं मिलेगा ना अगर आप आपके घर में रहेंगे, है ना, बेटा पोता नाती के साथ. सो उनको साइकोलॉजिकल सपोर्ट होता. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. पैलिएटिव केयर ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्स साइकोलॉजिकल सपोर्ट, विच वी एक्चुअली जनरली इग्नोर. So she's actually quoting an example. Achapan lives with his wife, daughter, his grandson atop a hill in Wayanad. So Wayanad is a place in Kerala. I hope you are aware. It's a very beautiful place. So she is quoting an example from there. A Wayanad-based palliative care organization arranges weekly home visits by nurses and volunteers, etc. They provide free medicines and all, है ना. तो उनको जो है जो 70 years के आदमी उनको मेडिसिन वगैरह फ्री प्रोवाइड करते हैं. So she is actually talking about an example. And WHO considers palliative care as an approach to improve the quality of life of patients and family confronting life-threatening disease such as cardiovascular cancer, chronic obstruction, etc. कोई senior आदमी, old person है, and he or she is suffering from diseases, तो life-threatening disease like cardiovascular cancer, chronic disease, तो उसमें palliative care का बहुत important role होता है ना. That is what is being talked about. So you should be giving care to the elders in your family and all, and that is what very important. As a middle income country with an aging population and growing non-communicable disease burden, how equipped is India to deal with large scale serious health related sufferings and all? Quite poorly, as India struggles with approximate 4% coverage and all for palliative care unevenly anchored around mega cities. अब देखो क्या है कि palliative care पूरी तरह यानी सारे all the medicines and all these things and psychological support from the children and all is very less. Perhaps it is 4% they are saying. Okay. So Kerala's palliative care model is a good exemplar. So in inclusive care infrastructure. So author is writing that in Kerala it is comparatively better. So ज़्यादा बेहतर है palliative care वगैरह में. So just have an idea. Okay. So she's quoting a lot of examples. तो अब इसमें इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना है ना. So इसी को पढ़ लेना. यही चीज मैंने बताया है ना. Palliative care, old age home का, old age people का care है ना. So this is a key word here in this entire article. फिर एक text and context. The latest China Canada kerfuffle. Kerfuffle मतलब थोड़ा बहुत आप tussle के सेंस में कह सकते हो या in that sense. Actually what happened was the Canada declared a Chinese ambassador to be persona non grata. ये क्या होता है persona non grata? देखो, this is a diplomatic term being used. Why? For allegedly targeting Canadian lawmaker critical of China's human rights record. तो एक्चुअली क्या हुआ था कि चाइनीज एम्बेसडर was in Canada, चाइना के एम्बेसडर कनाडा में थे, and a Chinese ambassador said something which was not liked by Canada's official and all. So they declare persona non grata. So if an ambassador is declared persona non grata, it means now the Canadian government is sending message to China that you should withdraw this ambassador. ठीक है, पर्सनल अनग्राटा का मतलब होता है कि अब ये जो है ना अनरिकॉर्ड अनवांटेड है यहाँ, दिस एम्बेसडर इज अनवांटेड इन दिस कंट्री, सो प्लीज विथड्रॉ इट एंड सेंड समवन एल्स. ठीक है, तो ये ऑफिशियल डिप्लोमेटिक टर्म होता है पर्सनल अनग्राटा, उसी में लिखा गया है ना. तो उसी पर है कि थोड़ा सा मतलब देयर वाज सम सॉर्ट ऑफ टसल एंड ऑल, दैट इज व्हाट इट इज मेंशन्ड. ठीक है, पेज नंबर 10 में सुप्रीम कोर्ट आस्क्ड मणिपुर लीडर्स टू शो रेस्ट्रेंट इन स्टेटमेंट. मणिपुर सिचुएशन विल नॉर्मलाइज सून, सेज अमित शाह टू डेलीगेशन. So I hope you are aware there was some unfortunate incident happened in Manipur and all. So the Supreme Court has requested all the people who are constitutional authorities to to speak with great sense of responsibility. अगर जो भी important constitutional post holder हैं, कोई officer हैं, कोई CM है या कोई भी है official politician है, तो वो मतलब कोई भी चीज़ है ना संभल के बोले, है ना, कोई भी ऐसी बात ना बोले जिससे काम जो है डिस्टर्ब हो जाए. दैट इज व्हाट द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज रिक्वेस्टेड पीपल एंड ऑल. ठीक है, तो टू शो सम रेस्ट्रेंट, यानी अगर आप बोले तो संभल के बोले. दैट इज व्हाट इट सेज. ग्रेट सेंस ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी means whenever a constitutional authority, especially in Manipur, is there, then he or she should be very careful in uttering the words. Okay, so that is what the Supreme Court has said. ठीक है, तो इसी पर key climate threshold likely to be breached in 5 years, says United Nations. ये वर्ल्ड पेज पे आर्टिकल थी. There is 2/3 chance of global temperature exceeding 1.5 degrees Celsius warning limit, and 2023 to 2027 set to be the highest hottest 5-year period. So 2023 से 37 जो सबसे गर्म रहेगा 5 साल का 5 years hottest रहेगा. That you should be knowing it. Okay, that is what the United Nations report says. और ये जो टारगेट है 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस वाला टारगेट, आपको बताना है कि दिस टारगेट है ना वाज सेट अप इन विच अग्रीमेंट. योर ऑप्शंस आर COP26, अर्थ समिट 1992, पेरिस अग्रीमेंट, स्टॉकहोम कॉन्फ्रेंस. योर टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. बताओ क्या सही जवाब है? एनीवन? The long-term temperature goal is to keep the rise in mean global temperature to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial level and preferably to the limit of 1.5 degrees Celsius. So this limit, ये 1.5 डिग्री या 2 डिग्री का लिमिट किसने सेट किया था? सबसे पहले कहाँ बात हुई थी? Anyone? Waiting for the answers, guys. Yes, the right answer is this was actually discussed in Paris Climate Agreement. So C is the right answer or 3 is the right answer to this question. ठीक है, तो ये सबसे पहले पेरिस क्लाइमेट एग्रीमेंट में ये सब बात डिस्कस हुई थी, आप देख सकते हो, है ना. राइज इन है ना 2 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस का टारगेट. इससे ज्यादा नहीं टेम्परेचर राइज होना चाहिए. ऑन एन एवरेज अर्थ टेम्परेचर शुड नॉट गो बियॉन्ड 1.5 डिग्री 2 डिग्री सेल्सियस, बट इफ इट इज बेटर इफ इट इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस. आई होप यू आर अवेयर द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. So global warming is causing average increase in temperature of Earth. ठीक है, and by the end of this century it should not be crossing these much, है ना. But the United Nations report is saying that no, it will cross at least 1.5 degree Celsius limit very soon, जो कि बहुत अच्छी बात नहीं है. So yes, 3 is the right answer. One person has answered it. Ranjana is right. C is the right answer to this question. Paris Agreement was which COP? COP21, COP15, COP18, COP17. What is the right answer? COP stands for Conference of Parties. Conference of Parties. Which COP was Paris Agreement? बताओ. Paris Agreement is COP21. Yes, Gauri, very good. हाँ. The right answer is option A. 2015 में हुआ था. Paris Climate Agreement was COP21. So A is the right answer. Panchadi, Gauri, you are right. Priya Chavan, I hope you are aware. 2015 में COP21 हुआ था. It is very very important. Yes, यू आर राइट, ए इज द राइट आंसर. ठीक है, ओके, आप देख सकते हो, है ना. UNFCCC के अंडर में होता है ये. प्लीज गो एंड रीड अबाउट इट. UNFCCC, यूनाइटेड नेशन फ्रेमवर्क कन्वेंशन ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज. अंडर दिस कॉप इज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एवरी ईयर, है ना. और इस साल कॉप 28 होगा. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, दिस ईयर कॉप 28 इज गोइंग टू हैपन. इट विल हैपन इन November 2023 इन शर्म अल शेख, दुबई, बहराइन, जद्दा. व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? इस साल जो कॉप 28 होगा वो कहां होगा? Anyone? Can anyone tell me? COP 28 is going to happen where? तो वो शर्म अल शेख इजिप्ट में. Here actually COP 27 last year happened. पिछले साल वाला हुआ था. ठीक है. The right answer here is option B. Dubai is the right answer, which is a city in UAE, United Arab Emirates का एक city है. ठीक है. Okay. So you should be knowing. B is the right answer to this question. Priya, Chavan, Ranjana, you are right. ठीक है. तो UAE में ना एक्चुअली क्या है, 7 इमिरेट्स हैं. इमिरेट्स करके लिखते हैं. उसमें से एक इमिरेट्स जो है वो दुबई है. ठीक है. एंड द कैपिटल इज अबू धाबी. आई होप यू आर अवेयर. ये सब आप जानते होंगे. अजमान, दुबई, फुजैरा, रसल खैमा, शारजा, उम्मुल अक्वैन. सो दीज आर एक्चुअली, एंड अबू धाबी इज द कैपिटल. 7 इमिरेट्स. ठीक है, 7 इमिरेट्स करके लिखते हैं. मतलब उसको डिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं कहते, दे कॉल इट एज इमिरेट्स. सो Dubai is there, Abu Dhabi is there. Abu Dhabi is capital, but Dubai will be hosting COP 28. ठीक है. So you should be knowing it. ठीक है. Here is India. This is UAE, and here you will find Dubai. ठीक है. In UAE, United Arab Emirates. Fine. Yes. So please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. And please press the like button, guys. सबको like button press करते जाओ, है ना. And subscribe to our channel as well. Thanks for watching.